Hallo und willkommen zu Lone Star. Wir spielen Agatha Christie, Murder on the Orient Express. Wir müssen hier nochmal ein bisschen mehr nach Hinweisen schauen. Es gibt hier was zum Klicken.
Mr. Ratchet, you didn't just steal statuettes. What recent information does the database have on you?
Samuel Ratchet.
It's so frustrating. I have a name, but I can't find anything about him. But I know just who to call.
We are monitoring this call.
Hello, Braid. Long time.
Oh, Joanna. Hey, how may I assist you?
I need you to search the dark web.
Yeah, can you narrow that down a little? Cause, it's pretty big and pretty dark out here.
Could you find intel about a Samuel Ratchet?
Samuel Ratchet. Got it. Bad dude?
They don't come worse. Send me what you find by email.
Alright, hang on. Okay. Yeah, okay, nope, and okay. Oh, this might be something. I gotta do a deeper dive, but you should find this interesting. Could be coincidence if I believed in them. Emailing details.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
We're here to save mankind. Oh, it's a cookbook.
Wir haben also neue Sachen bekommen. Email from Braid. Booking made by Hector McQueen. Date of reservation June the 2nd, 2023. Departure Istanbul, Turkey. Arrival Paris in France. Wo soll es sonst sein? Date of departure December the 15th. Arrival date December the 18th, 2023. Passengers 3. Hector McQueen, Samuel Ratchet, and Edward Masterman.
The Orient Express. I'm gonna print these tickets and put them on the board.
Müssen wir hier nochmal irgendwo klicken? Ne, das war das gleiche, ne? Das hatten wir schon. Das hatten wir. Das war das, wo nicht ganz klar war, wo man drauf drücken soll. Das war jetzt von der Steuerung nicht so doll. Also, dann können wir erstmal die verbinden. Das sind die gleichen. Ratchet arrested in Armenia. A week ago. Sollen wir die beide verbinden?
Goodbye, Michael Clark. Hello, Samuel Ratchet, the man who stole your identity and your life.
This is his new identity. So. Rein theoretisch könnten wir die auch jeweils verbinden, weil es immer derselbe. Was haben wir jetzt hier für ein Ticket? Ratchet. Wer ist das? Ratchet.
This is Ratchet's ticket.
McQueen.
The person traveling with Ratchet has the same last name as my district attorney during the Armstrong case?
The DA and the person traveling with Ratchet have the same last name. So, wen haben wir hier? Masterman. Das ist aber nicht der Masterman. Da weiß man nicht, wer es war. Hier weiß man es auch nicht. Drei haben wir schon. 2 Verbindungen brauchen wir noch. Ja, Masterman. Hätte ich ja schon eine Verbindung, aber ich wüsste nicht, mit wem ich es hier verbinden soll. Da fehlt vielleicht noch irgendwas.
The event? Some old train. But that face, that man.
Ja, das finde ich komisch, dass ich es vorhin nicht angucken konnte. Das ist mir doch vorhin schon aufgefallen.
The Orient Express departs from Istanbul next week. Interesting. I'll put it on the board.
So, das ist hier schon in der richtigen Ecke.
I know that face. That's John Armstrong's driver.
Foscarelli. Der Armstrongs Chauffeur. Was? Sollen wir die jetzt verbinden hier, weil die schön hier zusammen sind?
Next week, a certain Edward Masterman will be on the Orient Express.
Ja, und die auch alle.
Hector McQueen will be on the Orient Express next week. Ratchet will be traveling on the Orient Express in a week.
Moment, wo ist es? Ratchet travels on the Orient Express. Legendary Orient Express celebrates its 140th year birthday with a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Ah, mit einer Dampflok-Sonderfahrt. Sehr schön. Ich kann mir vorstellen, dass es Spaß macht. Allerdings das Essen wird mir keinen Spaß machen. Mir fehlen immer noch 2 Hinweise hier. Eieiei. Soll ich jetzt die verbinden? Nee. Fortuna Spokesman travels on the Orient Express. Dann könnt ihr vielleicht auch darüber.
Foscarelli will be on the Orient Express next week.
Foscarelli is traveling on the Orient Express. Das müssen aber alle sein, die hier oben verbunden werden, weil die hier unten sind entweder tot. Da der ist tot. Den gibt's nicht mehr, der ist jetzt der. Die ist tot. Können wir nicht verbinden. Brauche immer noch 2 Verbindungen. Fehlt mir noch was. Es sieht so aus, als wäre hier noch Platz für irgendwas. Na, Moby Dick wohl nicht. Nochmal im Computer nachschauen. Hector McQueen. Name, Hector McQueen. Date of birth, 7th July in 1983, USA. USA. Telephone, whatever. Notes, no criminal record. Son of Massachusetts State District Attorney McQueen. Has no job, personal assistant, private secretary.
I knew it. He's the son of my former DA. He goes on the evidence board.
Kann ich den anderen jetzt auch nachschauen? Sieht so aus, als wäre noch ein Platz frei. Das ist der Sohn.
Hector McQueen is the son of District Attorney McQueen.
Hector McQueen is the son of the DA McQueen.
Here's what Hector McQueen looks like.
Wieso schaue ich dem Foscarelli jetzt nicht nach? Eine Lücke hätte ich vielleicht noch hier. Hm? Gibt's noch irgendwas? Aber da hatten wir eigentlich alles schon. So. Also, jetzt müssen wir noch verbinden.
These tickets were all booked by McQueen.
Die Tickets gehören zusammen, warum die auch immer jetzt auseinander sind. Den Boston Body müssen wir noch verbinden.
As Ratchet is alive, the dead man can only be Noah.
Und warum auch immer passt der hier.
Damn, Ratchet is taking the Orient Express next week. McQueen, the district attorney's son, is too. Foscarelli, the Armstrong chauffeur, is too. It can't be a coincidence. McQueen and Foscarelli must have decided to take revenge and will undoubtedly attack Ratchet on this train. I have to be on the Orient Express to stop them. And above all, I must stop Ratchet. But I can't do it in Istanbul because there's no extradition treaty with the United States. Ratchet can never be judged in the US without an extradition treaty. I'll have to wait until he's in Paris to have him arrested.
Get an Orient Express Ticket. Ja, kann man das online kaufen?
Every compartment is taken for this special anniversary journey. Oh, it's impossible to find a ticket. What can I do?
Mit Ausrufezeichen und Punkt. Fraud, buy a ticket from someone. Ja, ging beides.
Let's find out who's traveling on the Orient Express. Time to call Braid.
Braid! It's me again.
I haven't found anything useful yet.
I need one last favor. But it's a big one.
Uh-oh.
Can you find me the list of passengers of the Orient Express for that anniversary trip?
Hold on. Jeez, their IT is surprisingly good. Maybe because of the big event. I found the list, but they sealed my back door as I was starting to capture it.
Oh no.
Whoa, calm down. I got one name. Female. The name I got before they kicked me off the server was Stacy Johnson. Do you feel like a Stacy Johnson?
The question is, how is she going to feel about helping me?
That's one you'll have to figure out for yourself. I gotta go back to weaving my magic on the web.
Wer ist Daisy? Naja, das sieht ja aus wie die Schwester, ne? Name, Stacy Johnson, December the 17th, 1998, USA. An actress, starred in the movie Love and Despair. Sponsor of several associations helping sick children, arrested for attacking a paparazzi. Case settled out of court.
Hello. Is this Stacy Johnson?
Who's asking?
I'm a journalist for a major online site.
I've had it with journalists. I'm hanging up. Goodbye.
Wait,
Okay.
my name is Joanna Locke. I'm a police detective.
And I'm just an actress. Now what did I do wrong?
Nothing. I need your help. I need to take your place in the Orient Express.
Is this a joke? No way.
Do you remember the Armstrong kidnapping?
Of course I do. That poor little girl.
I'm a police officer. I have a new lead that may help me find her killer.
Genau, nachdem ich schon mal
Didn't
gelogen
they prove it
habe.
was the nanny?
I have found compelling new evidence. I've reopened my investigation.
You know, I had my doubts about the murderous nanny. I played a nanny a couple years ago in a slasher. I was killed in the first episode, but it got me interested in helping kids.
Ja.
Stacy, please. You say you help kids?
Well, I joined a couple of associations who are trying to help underprivileged kids. If this little girl's real killer is still out there somewhere, I'd do anything I could to help.
Getting me on that train will help more than you can imagine.
So, you want my ticket for the Orient Express? But I booked it months ago. I was so much looking forward to this trip.
Naja, komm, wir haben genügend Geld, oder?
I'll give you twice what you paid for the ticket.
You think I care about the money? You still don't get it, do you? I'm hanging up. Goodbye.
Wait,
Oh, Mann. Mit dem Geld hättest du doch dann was machen können. Und zwar irgendwie den Kindern irgendwas kaufen. Make a nice gesture. Also, was ist denn das bitte?
Stacy, I can tell you care about kids. Here's your chance to help put this beast in prison for the rest of his life. Think of the publicity for those causes you care about. Think about the kids.
The kids. Yeah. All right. We'll do it for Daisy and the kids who suffer. I'll take care of changing the tickets to your name and send it to you. Get him. Make him pay.
I will. Thank you so much.
Also das Gespräch war jetzt so unglaubwürdig und es ist so schlecht gelaufen, müsste ich eigentlich durchgefallen sein.
Stacy was as good as her word. I received the ticket. I called my chief to let him know I was taking my vacation time. I had coming. I flew to Istanbul. I was finally going to nail the monster responsible for Daisy Armstrong's death, Michael Clark's death, even his accomplice, and, I suspected, so many others as well. You know the rest.
Orient Express, December the 17th, 2023, 7 p.m.
And that's how I found myself on this train. On Ratchet's trail. The rest, you know. My identity is easily checked with the Berkshire Police.
Thank you for your detailed account, Mademoiselle Locke. In addition to giving us crucial details of the investigation, you have made it clear that there are many who might wish to see Ratchet dead.
Is Miss Locke innocent or a suspect? Also ich finde sie immer noch... Sie könnte immer noch ein Suspect sein, es könnte alles erlogen sein. Wir können das zwar überprüfen, hat sie gesagt, aber jetzt können wir es gerade nicht.
I know you are innocent. Your forthright testimony and your movements, or lack of them, last night, eliminate you from our list of suspects.
I agree,
Naja.
without a doubt. Another detective will be great help to the investigation.
Book,
Although my friend certainly does not need any help.
you are too kind.
Thank you for believing me. I'd like to help in any way I can.
Do not worry, Mademoiselle Locke. Already I see things more clearly. It's obvious whoever drugged you was trying to derail your investigation.
You mean the person who did this to me is Ratchet's killer?
Both Monsieur Michel and Fräulein Schmidt had the means and opportunity to drug you. While you get your strength back, I intend to interview them.
Excellent idea, my friend. All this excitement has whetted my appetite. I'm sure Mademoiselle Locke won't say no to a good, invigorating meal.
What? No. I want to hear what the conductor and Fräulein Schmidt have to say for themselves.
It is my duty to ensure the well-being of the passengers. If Dr. Constantine has no objection, I will escort you to the restaurant car.
On the contrary, some food will do her the greatest good.
Well, I'm still a little shaky. Mr. Poirot, will you please keep me informed about what you learn?
You may be certain of it.
Mr. Michel, wo ist er denn hin? Oder die Schmidt, wo ist sie denn? Da vorne nicht. Ja, bleibt schon wieder hängen.
Good evening, Fräulein Schmidt. May I disturb you for a moment?
You asked so politely, mein Herr, but I do not think I have a choice.
I wanted to let you know that your roommate, Mademoiselle Locke, is awake.
Ah, yes, I'm glad to hear that. I was worried about her. Did she tell you what had happened to her?
Ja, das haben wir nicht wirklich gesehen.
Unfortunately, she doesn't remember much, but we found a residue of a sleeping pill in her cup of tea. Since you two were alone together in your room when she drank it, who else but you could have dragged her?
Must I point out I do not make the tea on this train? You should question the conductor or the kitchen staff.
Oder sie hat's selbst gemacht.
I know you have sleeping pills, Fräulein.
I do have some. Do you think I'm the only person on this train who finds it difficult to sleep? I believe the Countess Andreni takes them. And I heard the Olsen woman thanking Mrs. Hubbard for a pill.
That was aspirin.
If you say so.
Mademoiselle Locke could have died. Whoever drugged her must not feel any empathy for their fellow human beings, given the dose that Mademoiselle Locke ingested. She was close to death.
Oh my God. What did I do? I didn't want to hurt her. Just have her sleep for a few hours while we had
Ach
time.
doch.
We? Time for what? Time for what, Madame Schmidt?
You think I feel nothing? Nothing? That poor, poor little girl.
Indeed, that poor, poor little girl. Fräulein Schmidt is somehow connected to the Armstrong case.
Princess Rakomirov's cook. The Armstrongs' cook. Lady companion to Sonja Armstrong. Hildegard Schmidt was the Armstrongs cook. So viel weiß ich aus dem Film, aber trifft es hier auch dazu?
My little grey cells did not let me down. Fräulein Schmidt, I have a certain reputation for sniffing out...
I am not a murderer.
Forgive me, but I was going to say brilliant chefs. You were the Armstrong family's cook, were you not?
Yes. I was the cook of that lovely, lovely family. I'm sorry, but I must ask you to give me some time to collect myself. It wasn't supposed to be like this. My darling, my poor darling child.
I will give you that time, Fräulein. You have given me much more in exchange. I must check in with my other suspects to make certain I have all the pieces of the puzzle in my possession.
Naja, ich weiß nicht. Ich hätte ja gesagt, wenn sie jetzt schon in der Defensive ist, sollten wir sie über die Ecke pushen.
Can I get you something, Monsieur Poirot? Everyone is so tense.
An aperitif soon, Monsieur Fauchet, with pleasure, when the matter is resolved.
Aber wo ist denn unser Mr. Michel hin? Hey, ja, wieso muss ich den jetzt suchen? Ah, hier.
Good evening, Michel. Am I bothering you? You seem stressed.
With everything that's going on, I must admit, it's difficult to be relaxed.
Of course, I understand. Especially since we know that Detective Locke's tea was drugged before it was served to her.
Detective?
Come now, Michel. Surely you would have taken the opportunity to search her things and found her badge. Luckily, she woke up and was finally able to tell us her story.
Otaru boiled the water, Jean made the tea. I just brought it. Sir, it could have been any of the staff.
Your defense is to accuse others?
Oh, das Bild verrät ihn.
You have a network connection?
No, unfortunately. It's just an automatic reminder to pay my rent. I always forget, and my landlord complains.
Pierre Michel had to be involved in the murder. The drugged tea, his post at the end of the hall, and now I know why I know more than one of those people on the screen.
Ich hab's ja nicht so schnell erkannt. Ah, da, doch, den kennen wir auch. Who is the person on the left? Ja, das muss er selber sein, oder? Da weiß ich gar nicht mehr, wer das sein soll.
Fantastic.
Who's the person in the middle? Suzanne.
Right.
Who's the person on the right? Mr. Hartman.
Adequate.
Pay rent.
Et voilà. You are the father of Suzanne Moreau, Daisy Armstrong's nanny. My condolences on the death of your wife.
What? But my wife...
Enough lies. Suzanne does not bear your name?
No. Suzanne's mother and I were divorced. Suzanne kept her mother's name.
My most sincere condolences, Monsieur Michel, on the deaths of Suzanne and your wife.
This job, I loved them, but I was never there for them. Then, a year after the divorce, Solange became ill. Suzanne took her to this special hospital in the US. Got that job as Daisy's nanny.
I understand your pain, and the reason that led you to drug Detective Locke.
We really can't hide anything from you, can we?
Many have been foolish enough to try and keep the truth from Hercule Poirot.
Yes, I admit, I drugged the tea. But it was only to keep her quiet, until I could... But she reacted so much to the sleeping pills.
She was lucky, as are you, that she didn't die. To be frank, there is one more thing that puzzled me, but I think I understand now.
Mr. Hartman was the future son-in-law of Mr. Michel, oder?
Monsieur Hartman was Suzanne's fiancé.
Huh. I have the impression my whole life to you is an open book. Yes, Cyrus was my daughter's fiancé. I almost consider Cyrus as my own son.
Of course, much more is clear now. I have been patient long enough. It is time to go and see what all the commotion is next door.
Ja, hoffen wir mal, dass hier nichts passiert.
Monsieur Hartman, excellent. The gods who watch over detectives must have trapped you here.
Why didn't they watch over me? I'm a detective too.
I was talking to Michelle about a leaky faucet, and I wanted to go out, but, you showed up.
No need to invent some preposterous story.
But really,
Michelle has told me everything. You are the fiancé of Suzanne Moreau, his daughter.
Oh. I see.
Surely this is not a big surprise to you.
No. Suzanne was the only woman I ever loved. And I failed her. We got into a spat. It was nothing, but I was too proud to apologize. We weren't speaking at all. Suzanne never really cared for that guy, Noah. She would have forgiven me. If only. If only.
If only. A common refrain between lovers who quarrel. Obviously, Pierre Michel and Fräulein Schmidt both drugged Detective Locke's tea, causing the overdose. No wonder she had so much trouble waking up. Time to report my findings to her and Book.
Können wir uns hier noch ein bisschen umschauen? Universe. Chef's Kiss. Ultimate Edition.
I wonder if our master chef gets his recipes from a game.
Ach, das soll ein Spiel sein. Chips. Sieht aber, ja, Crisps sind Tacos oder sowas, ne? Und Chocolate Cakes. Und ein Mustache. Huzzah.
Another delightful trophy for my collection.
Ja. That's what I need. Sudoku. Can you beat our Sudoku experts? Oder sicher vom Computer gemacht. Sie können es aber trotzdem noch gewesen sein. Oder?
So, my friend, tell me, you have something new?
Mademoiselle Locke, I know who drugged you. Fräulein Schmidt and our conductor Pierre Michel both admitted putting sleeping pills into your tea. This explains your overdose. They are relieved you are recovering.
Michel drugged a passenger? On behalf of the company, I offer my apologies to you, Mademoiselle Locke. Michel will answer for this outrage.
Both of them? I was pretty sure about Fräulein Schmidt, but I admit that I did not suspect the conductor.
I have uncovered multiple connections with the Armstrong case. Pierre Michel is the father of Suzanne Moreau, little Daisy's nanny, and Monsieur Hardman was Suzanne's fiancé. As for Hildegard Schmidt, she was the cook of the Armstrong family. What a coincidence, don't you think?
But it's incredible! What are the odds that so many people linked to that tragic affair ended up on the same train?
About the same as you winning the lottery, my friend.
I wasn't the officer who interviewed Fräulein Schmidt back then, so she couldn't recognize me here on the train. How could they know who I was?
There were other passengers who might have. Or she may have seen you when you visited the Armstrong home. It is now clear to me that some of the clues to this elaborate plot were staged for my benefit.
The false lead. What did they want me to believe? The murderer got on the train at Winkov. Ich kann das immer noch nicht aussprechen. Killed Ratchet and got off immediately. Ja, von mir aus. The murderer boarded the train, killed Ratchet and is still on the train. The killer got on the train in Istanbul, killed Ratchet and got off in Belgrade. Bin mir nicht ganz sicher. Dass er immer noch da sein soll, glaube ich nicht.
My little gray cells did not let me down. Some clues and information collected so far could lead to a hypothesis. The murderer boarded the train in Vinkovsky, killed Ratchet, and then left the train immediately.
How did you come to that possibility?
Monsieur Hardman told me about a short man with a high-pitched voice who threatened Ratchet. Imagine for a moment that this man, wearing a wagon-lit conductor's jacket, killed him while Michel was on the platform at Vinkovsky. This murderer then hid the conductor's jacket in Detective Locke's room, then fled before the train left.
Why choose Detective Locke's room?
Why, indeed. Let me re-explain from the beginning.
Echt? Muss ich anfangen? Von vorne? Ey, okay. The murderer. The train stops at Vinkovsky. Wie war das? At midnight. Dann haben wir, the murderer boards the train, disguised as a conductor. Das ist das letzte. Jacke weg. Halt, haben wir was vergessen. Murderer gets off the train. Zuerst mal Murderer kills Ratchets and exits through Madame Hubbard's room. The murderer leaves the knife there, losing a jacket button in the process. The murderer gets rid of the jacket. The murderer gets off the train.
That was easy.
Mon Dieu! Oui! That must be it! Everything fits so well!
It fits too well, my friend. Other clues lead to a second hypothesis, much more plausible.
What is the most probable hypothesis? There are several murderers who escaped. There are several murderers who wanted Ratchet's money. There are several murderers all related to the Armstrong case.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot. So, we have multiple murderers, all related to the Armstrong case. The murderer from Vinkovsky was a fabrication to turn suspicion away from those on the train. They expected the investigation to be led by some small-town official who could easily be misled.
Mr. Poirot?
Detective Locke, forgive me. You are an obvious exception. You tracked Ratchet with the tenacity of a bloodhound. Unfortunately for the killers, they not only had you to deal with, but now they had, and I say this with all modesty, the world's greatest detective, Hercule Poirot, dropped into the midst of their meticulous planning.
Multiple murderers? Multiple detectives? Poirot, please take pity on me. Who is linked to this case, and who is not?
My poor friend, I have gone speeding out of the station without you. I will continue.
Oh, müssen wir jetzt alles hier aufdecken? Who are the 9 people who are the 9 people we know are connected to the Armstrong case? Da haben wir als erstes mal Elena Andreni. Ratchet. Hildegard Schmidt. Hector McQueen. Foscarelli. Pierre Michel. Cyrus Hartman. Bei wie viel sind wir denn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Von der Greta wissen wir noch nix. Ich meine, eher über sie. Die Dragomirov haben wir. Die anderen haben wir noch nicht verbunden. Von der Debenham haben wir noch keine Verbindung, glaube ich. Und von der Greta glaube ich auch nicht. Den Masterman haben wir nur über das Ticket verbunden. Einer fehlt noch. Von wem wissen wir das noch? Ach so, ja, die Lok. Hm?
That's the right answer. Fräulein Schmidt, Pierre Michel, Monsieur Hardman, and Monsieur McQueen are all linked to the Armstrong case. I also know that Sonia Armstrong's sister and godmother, Countess Andreni and Princess Dragomirov, are on this train. And finally, Detective Locke discovered that Mr. Foscarelli was the Armstrong chauffeur.
If we add Detective Luck and Ratchet, of the 12 passengers in that coach, 9 have a connection with the Armstrong case. What next, Poirot? Or should I say, who next?
It is time to summon everyone.
Everyone? Even Dr. Constantine? The train crew other than Michel?
Dr. Constantine, yes. I will need him. But we don't want the others as witnesses.
I will see that their duties keep them occupied elsewhere.
Excellent. I have always thought this moment in a case is much like Rodin unveiling the thinker before a captivated audience. A work of art. Have you not felt that way, Detective?
No, Mr. Poirot. I'm happy just to slap the cuffs on him.
Well, there is some artistry in that as well, I suppose.
Where would you like the unveiling, Poirot? The lounge?
Perfect.
Then I will gather all the passengers in the lounge.
Go to the Lounge Car. Okay, dann haben wir jetzt für viele eine Verbindung gefunden. Für die anderen müssen wir es vermutlich dann noch herstellen. Aber das wird vermutlich dann erst sein, wenn wir die Versammlung da zusammenrufen. Ich würde aber sagen, das machen wir nicht mehr heute. Machen wir an dieser Stelle lieber erstmal ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.